just really proud of this team and all the guys that stepped up in the absence of some of our main starters, and it was just a beautiful game for us. Everyone stepped up into a larger level of responsibility and got the job done. And the guys that were unable to play tonight, Malcolm, Karras, Domas, Miles, they were up all night encouraging those guys, and it was just a beautiful night to be a part of this. And so last couple games we're showing signs of being a team that people don't want to play. I mean, with a real resilience, a real collective will, and so I'm just real happy for them. Guys that made great individual plays. Kiefer was tremendous down the stretch. Justin's shot at the end of regulation was obviously huge, and a lot of other guys stepped up. So, what can you say? It's a great night for us.
As we've talked about before, Kiefer's had like literally a movie made about him, documentary. For him to have those back-to-back shots in overtime after struggling all night to shoot the ball, what that just says about his resiliency individually.
Yeah, and it's all demonstrated in the documentary, and as I have witnessed in recent days, the documentary is being augmented. There's a videographer. I should say, his camp is having trouble getting them admitted into the road arenas. I don't know why he wouldn't allow this story to be continued in as much detail as possible, high def, everything. But it doesn't matter. He's going to have the film footage, and it's a continuation of one of the amazing stories in sport.
And was the Justin shot the shot you wanted there? I mean, obviously,
of course.
Just making sure.
What do you think? Yeah. Hey, I there were so many events in this game, so many things that happened that it was just it's hard to remember everything. But I do want to say that this is truly one of the hardest plays the hardest teams to play against and match up against and come up with a game plan against, because of the amazing abilities that their players have. They have great coaching. They're just they're a well-oiled machine. And Lloyd Pierce came up with a plan that had great simplicity. It wasn't easy, but it gave us a chance tonight. And the guys fought tooth and nail to execute it. We got some breaks, but the breaks are made when you play hard and do the right things. And but Lloyd did a tremendous job over there and a tremendous job in the prep for this game.
And then what do you think of just your youth, the guys that are young that stepped up? Chris Duarte had a really good game. Isaiah Goga before he was ejected. I mean, all those guys seem to kind of seize the moment.
Yeah, really, I can't think of anybody that didn't contribute significantly to this game. Even guys that didn't shoot particularly well. I mean, I think Chris Duarte had a great game. Isaiah Jackson has kept himself ready. I mean, yesterday in LA, he went over early to the crypto center and did a half-hour work before shoot around, just keeping himself tuned up just in case. Goga had a tremendous night, and the attitude that he showed when he got ejected is one of the reasons that we were as resilient as we were and defiant as we were tonight. Because you got to be defiant to come in here second night of a back-to-back, with the guys out that we had out and be able to pull off a win.
Anybody on Zoom have anything? Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, Rick, when you come into a game severely undermanned like this, how much do you kind of throw out a game plan and just in terms of rotations and minutes and that type of thing, almost completely a feel thing as the game wears on?
Well, this is more of a feel thing tonight than a game like last night, because there are going to be some unknowns, and we benefited tonight that it was a national TV game. It gave us 3 minute, 15-second timeouts instead of 2 minute, 15 seconds. It's a huge difference in the scope of the total game. It allows our guys that played last night to have a chance to get that little extra rest, get their breath, get back out on the court and continue to work to execute. But look, this is one of those nights that, Indiana faithful, live for. I mean, these are the stories of, underdog teams that give themselves a fighting chance and find a way. And it was beautiful to watch, beautiful to be a part of, and just really happy for the guys. They really fought for it.
Tony East.
Rick, you got 60 points from rookies tonight. How impressed were you by the performances of all those guys in this one?
Well, I was impressed, but I can't say I was surprised. All of these guys have shown the wherewithal to step up in these situations. Chris Duarte had two of his best games, against the Clippers, against the Lakers. And then he had another really strong one tonight. Isaiah Jackson contributed in a lot of ways, not just on the scoring column. Sykes has been a remarkable story, as I've already mentioned. But he just, his will to compete, his will to sit down and do everything possible to make it tough on Steph, was huge. And then, Dwayne Washington didn't finish the game tonight, but he made a lot of big shots, and he's a movement maker that really has helped us in recent games establish an offensive style that we believe, is going to be what we look like going forward.
Okay, two more. Christos.
Coach, speaking about Kiefer's season so far, what is the biggest growth on his game on both ends, especially in the decision-making in crunch time?
Well, I think the thing that impresses me most about Kiefer Sykes is his belief in himself. And if you've seen his documentary, if you've seen him function from Summer League on through G League action to a shot with a big team, earning a contract for the rest of the year, that this guy has great belief and great inner strength. He didn't have a very good first half. Didn't go particularly well at the beginning of the game. Halftime, as a staff, we talked about, should we do something different? And everybody agreed that we need his minutes. Here's a guy that's proven he can bounce back from a tough start. And boy, did he ever. It was just, it was an amazing effort, amazing to watch. And, he's just so deserving of every good thing that's happening to him right now.
Okay, last question, Brendan.
Hey, Rick, with just who was out and what you had to do to grind out 2 wins in the last couple nights, I know this might be tough to answer, but is this the most gutsiest back-to-back you've ever been a part of?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I've coached like 1,600 games or some ridiculous number. I'd have to say it's up there. And I'm not big on looking back at things or whatever. I just know that I really love this group of guys. I love the coaching staff. I love the management people. Steve Simon's here tonight. He came in before the game. We had a nice visit. He's here with his kids tonight. Having him here to support us tonight was meaningful. And all these things, sometimes the stars align and special moments can happen. But this is a group that's gaining more and more belief in themselves. And as we said at the beginning, we want to be a team, one of those teams that nobody wants to play. And tonight we showed the wherewithal and the resiliency to do that.
Can you just take us through the emotion of that win and maybe what the locker room looked like after something like that?
The locker room crazy, right? It's still crazy right now. It was a big team win for us, good confidence booster for the rest of the West Coast trip we got. It was a good win. Can't get no better than that. Being Golden State at home with a packed crowd, shoot.
And then for you all, specifically that young group, you, Chris, even Kiefer being an undrafted rookie, Goga, how good did it feel to be called upon and to answer that call in a way like this?
I mean, it feels good. Me personally, it feels amazing to just step out there and play. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'm a hooper. So, I mean, just sitting on the sideline. Sitting on the sideline is all good, like picking stuff up from the vets and stuff, but actually playing, being out there is way funner. So, I mean, some of the guys can relate too. I feel like they just get the opportunity and just roll with it. We came out here today, young guys, and just came out and hoop. So
I know you got the ice packs on the knees now, but you had a pretty nice dunk over Bielitsa. So can you take us through that play? And I know there's a million plays in that game that probably, I don't know, are over that one, but that's
I can recall. Yeah, I can recall. I just knew I was the last one back. And usually I'm always the big guy, so I got to set the screen. So on that, I just knew I just set a screen, slip right away. Jay Lamb got downhill, so I already knew it was either him getting a layup or me getting a lob. So, and once he threw it up, I just went and got it. That's my game. So, I hope the guys just keep throwing me lobs.
And last one from me, I know obviously you all were able to close it out. Keith had some big shots, but can you take us through what you saw when Justin hit that shot to tie it? I mean, you don't get overtime without that.
Yeah, we talked about it at the end because it was almost a turnover. He said he just had to throw it because we didn't want to call it last time out we had. So once I got it in my hands, I was going to do something with it, go the other way and go do something with it. But I knew Justin, after his man stepped up, I forgot who it was. I think it was Curry, maybe. It was Curry who stepped up. And I seen Justin cut with his hand. I just threw it to him. And I knew it was going in, just off the way that it just looked. I had confidence in him that he was going to knock it down. So,
Scott Agnes, go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah, just turned 20 years old, just got some meaningful minutes, and it was on national TV. What was that like for you and some of the younger guys who probably haven't experienced anything like this?
I feel like it's a big confidence booster, especially playing yet again at home against Golden State, one of the high ranked this fast teams in the NBA. So I feel like it was a big confidence booster for me and the rest of the guys too. Just getting out here and scrapping and getting the dub.
Christos.
Hey, Isaac, congratulations on the win. Tonight we played without four starting players, and everybody on the floor made a huge step up. What that performance, that 53-minute effort for you guys represent about the group?
I feel like we just got a lot of heart. Time and time again, coach just kept repeating it, just wait your time gonna come. And we knew our time was gonna come after we found out that everybody was just out, and we stepped up. That shows us we got a lot of just fight, grit, and toughness. Just to come out here and just play our game, not be scared, not be scared of the crowd. Just coming out here and just hooping.
Scott Agnes.
Yeah, Isaiah, kind of to that point, what was the message from either those veteran guys or some of the coaches, knowing you're down kind of your top six guys and it's your time to shine?
Just to be ready. That was the main thing. Our young guys, we just got the energy to us. And we knew we was just going to have to come out here and just play with a lot of energy, just play tough. This is a back-to-back. Those guys played their butt off yesterday. And we just needed to step up today. We got the dub, so.
Last question, Tony East.
Isaiah, 60 points from rookies in this game. I know you practice with these guys all the time, but could you ever have expected something like this against such a good team like Golden State?
Yeah. At the end of the day, we hoopers, so, we got all the confidence in the world. I feel like, I can speak for myself, but I feel like everybody else on the team, the young guys can just, can say, they can compete with anybody. Don't care who's stepping in front of us. We can go out there and compete. So, I feel like combining for 60 points, I feel like that's something we're supposed to do.
So I take it that smile is a good thing, or what are the emotions after a win like that?
Thank you for staying awake, guys. I know it's late down there.
Chris, what was it like to pull this one out and to lead the charge, yourself?
Oh, my bad.
We're gonna help you, brother. It's okay. But like I was saying, probably only mess up tonight. I would say pretty good game for you. So, what was it like to just lead the charge in a dramatic win like this?
it was really good. You know, I think we did a great job defensively, moving the ball, playing together, playing for each other, believing in each other. That was a big part, the big part of the game. So you know, just coming out with the win, you know, it's really really good.
What do you think it says about, you know, the young guys on this team, down all of your projected starters coming into the year, to come together and you perform like you did, Isaiah, Goga? What does that say about you guys as young guys?
Well, man, you know, we definitely love playing with the vets. Like we learn a lot from them. But you know, young guys, you know, we just hungry. You know, we got energy that we want to, you know, put out there, and yeah, we just trying to win and play hard.
Did, did it feel like you all were due for one? I mean, Curry gets an open look to tie it in overtime. He misses it, get the rebound, you win. So do you feel like it was just finally, you know, your time to get one?
Yeah, I was praying. I was praying the whole game. You know, just hoping we could get the win, and we got lucky. Steph Curry missed the shot.
And then for you personally, how do you think you've grown as a player? It seems like over the last couple of games, I don't know if you're not thinking as much. It just seems like everything you do is deliberate. It's to the point. You're just, you know, just reading and reacting.
I'm just trying to play fast. I'm just trying to play fast. Coach been talking to me about playing fast, not thinking too much, stay out of that spot, that jail spot, you know, stay out of the mid-range spot, and get to the hole. And I'll be doing a good job with that. So for sure, I think I make a big step.
Okay, now we're on Zoom. Maria.
Hola Cris, felicidades por la victoria y por tan buen performance esta noche. ¿Cuáles crees que fueron las claves de esta victoria frente a los Warriors? ¿Y cómo te sentiste enfrentando ahora no solo a Steph, sino también a Klay Thompson?
María, ¿cómo estás? Yo creo que la clave del juego fue la defensa. Jugamos juntos en equipo, movimos la pelota muy bien. Nosotros creímos uno al otro. Desde antes de salir del juego, supimos que los veteranos no iban a estar con nosotros. Y dijimos que íbamos a jugar uno para el otro, y creo que esa fue la clave. Y jugar contra Curry y Klay Thompson es algo que me inspira. Esos jugadores yo lo observaba en televisión antes, cuando estaba en Dominicana, y ahora jugando contra ellos en la misma cancha es algo bien grande. Es una bendición de Dios, que estoy muy agradecido por eso.
Luis.
Hola Cris, ¿qué tal? Te saluda Luis Enrique Acosta de Compendio Deportivo. Felicidades por tu actuación. Cris, en estos últimos 3 partidos estás promediando 20 puntos, 6 rebotes, 4 asistencias, 2 robos. Estos números te meten de lleno nuevamente en la lucha por el novato del año. ¿Estás pendiente de esta lucha por el novato del año, o tú ponderas más lo que es el trabajo en equipo?
Nada, Luis, yo me estoy preocupando en mejorar cada día, en ganar juegos, en hacer las cosas que el coach me exige, y todos los coaches, las cosas que me exigen. Claro que sí, quisiera ganar el novato del año, y eso es una de mis metas, pero no me estoy enfocando en números ni nada de eso. Simplemente estoy haciendo lo que el coach me dice que tengo que hacer, y en mejorar mi juego.
Christos.
Hey, Chris, great game, first of all. For you personally, what it means, that win, and the way that you fought in 53 minutes, and the win that you take against a team against Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and all those players.
It's a big win. It's a big win for us. You know, Golden State is a great team. They got 2 of the best players. You know, the 2 of the best shooters that you ever seen in this game. So, you know, I think us coming out with the win, you know, it's a huge win for us.
Scott Agnes.
Hey, Chris, we haven't seen that smile, that joy, I think, in quite a while.
You saw it when I got my girl.
Yeah, briefly, but not directly with the team.
And when I got drafted, you saw it.
Yes, but not. That's been a while. To that point, I mean, is that the feeling right now amongst the locker room, and how much was that needed after what you guys have experienced over the last month?
Oh man, Scott, I wish you was here in the locker room. You know, after that win, everybody was excited, happy, jumping around. It just feels good. Feels good to win, man. And especially when you play together, when you play as a team, and when you play hard, when you fight hard like we did tonight, that's the most important thing. So, you know, everybody's excited, man. It's just not me.
And then once more, this was on national TV, so I got to imagine maybe this is one of the few opportunities, maybe for family or friends at home or throughout the country, for them to see you play as an NBA player. Did you feel that? Did you experience that maybe going into this one?
Yes, I know. My whole country was watching me, my family, all Latin America was watching, and you know that's a big inspiration for me because I know they're watching me.